Hey everyone, this is Quill bringing you Heal with Quill. So a disclaimer, we are not professionals at all. We are just sharing our experiences on common issues regarding stress. We are only providing an opinion based on individual experiences, and this may or may not work for everyone. Speaking today are
Kiana,
정원,
준석,
인경,
어진,
유진.
and Jisoo. Alright, so now that midterms are over, I feel like we have a little more room to talk about stress now that we've experienced stress. So let's move on to the topic of stress in general. When do you guys feel most insecure / stressed in college?
In my case, I guess it's when professors start bombarding you with assignments because they're like, guys, I noticed your midterms are over. You have a lot of free time here, present. Yeah. So usually then all my friends are a bit burnt out from the midterms also. So when we talk, it's generally not very productive. So in that way, I guess that's the most difficult time and the most stressful time in college.
See, what do you study again?
I study. Kiana is laughing. Yeah, I study stats and econ.
So it makes sense that you're stressed.
yeah.
I think for me, it's about like club activities and assignments. Cause I chose to do a lot of club activities in my medicine college and also in the whole school college. So the point is that I chose to join that club and I chose to do those activities. But when all those stuffs kind of come to me, I would be so overwhelmed and I can't manage my time, and this kind of stresses me out. Being overwhelmed over all those stuffs. But I can't deny that because I was the one who chose to do all that stuff. So yeah, I think that's the most vulnerable state of me.
And the fact that I can't really control my time when I chose to do a lot of club activities, then a Zoom meeting will pop up in the middle of nowhere, and I have to fit that in my schedule, and then that means that I'll have to cancel the schedules that were held in front of me. So yeah, time management is kind of stressful when it comes to those experiences.
To be honest, I never wanted to go to college, so it was just forced on me that I had to go to college. So I really am working now without a goal or without a dream, and I'm always second guessing myself. So in my 4 years being here, I've been in this constant state of stress. So am I wasting my time, or am I really doing the things that I should be doing? So I'm always stressed. That's what's up.
So okay, obviously the listeners can't really see you.
Yeah.
But you ethnically deviate away from
Oh yeah. I'm
most of us.
an obvious looking foreigner.
Yeah.
White.
So where are you from originally?
I'm from the USA.
Where from the US?
New Mexico, USA.
And why did you come to Korea then?
Good question. I guess financially it made sense coming here. And I did a research project on King Sejong, and I thought that he was a progressive dude.
Wait, Sejong-do?
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude who made Korea.
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
He has really nice policies and things like that. So I thought, if I had to go to college, it would be cool to go to Korea, because if it was so progressive back then, it should be really progressive now. But yeah.
Do you think Korea is progressive right now?
It depends on what you're looking at. But obviously there's some parts that are not, but there's some parts that are.
What areas? What areas are we progressive?
I think in the case of Korea, in my opinion, is at the center of the world. And in terms of music, in terms of culture, even in terms of warfare as well. So it's Korea has to grow up in such a short time. So Korea has very innovative ways of making things work quickly, and also transforming to fit in a Korean image. Does that make sense? So I also think Korea balances that traditional and modern very well. So it works for Korea, but it won't work for any other country.
Where are we conservative?
Foreigners. But I guess it makes sense because Korea hasn't been an official country recognized by the world. Foreigners make up 1% of the population, and most of that population are like Chinese or Mongolians who already look like Koreans or very similar. So even though they are slightly different, you can still like blend in, and then there's not really obvious looking foreigners. So when you're a foreigner here, you're a foreigner and you will always be a foreigner.
Any other sources of stress for you guys?
So mine really has to do with relationships, not only like with friends or with like professors, maybe like sunbaes. You know, in Korean culture, sunbaes are really important.
What about girls, Billy? I know you get a bunch of girls. This is true.
Maybe with girls, but
Yeah.
I'm more concerned with other things. Cause like before coming to SNU, I was like I used to live in Vietnam, and I was in one school for 7 years, and you know that's really a confined environment. I was a foreigner there as well. I was quite similar looking because I'm Asian, but so I was in a confined relationship environment-ish, because I was only friends with the people who go to my school, people who go to my academies, people who like play football with me. So I wasn't like really expanding my relationships. But then when I came to SNU and I was like I was released in this big world with like new people that I could meet, like thousands of new people, and I was like, maybe I was a bit obsessed with meeting new people. So I was like, now I'm in a bigger world. Why am I not expanding my relationships? Why am I not meeting new people? So I was kind of putting shackles on myself, that like I was having this thought that I have to eagerly meet new people without getting to like really know them thoroughly. So I think that was one of my stress coming to college, like in terms of like friends maybe. But with sunbaes, I think, you know, it's genuinely a really important part of Korean college culture. But for now, I think all the sunbaes I've met, they're all really nice, so that doesn't come to me as a stress. And professors, they are mostly nice. I'm not that stressful with in terms of professors, but I think really like meet new people is a bit of a stress for me.
I didn't really like find it difficult to meet new people, but like after coming to college, I have to be like I participate in a school club, and I have to meet like very regularly with a certain group of people, and there's one or two times there will be one or two people that I don't really like, that doesn't really fit with me. And yeah, that was kind of stressful because I have to see them, but like they don't really get along with me. So that was stressful.
I relate to that so hard right now. Oh gosh.
It's not here, right?
No. I wish I could say, but
Wait, so then how many of you guys lived abroad?
Me.
I mean,
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7 people here.
But your English is
Canadian.
So then what would you say the difficulties are, like specific to people who lived abroad in settling into Korea or like Korean colleges?
Oh, when I came back to Korea,
Yeah.
that's mostly education and culture, I guess.
And where are you coming from?
I lived in Shanghai for 2
Oh, I
years.
lived in Shanghai.
And Taiwan for 2 years.
Oh, I did live in China.
So yeah, I have a lot of difficulty with math.
That's true. I feel that.
Even though I went to academies in Shanghai like Harvards, but it was still hard to catch up. And when I came back to Korea, it was like those time of the year when like there were a lot of issues regarding 학교폭력, like school bullying, like people like commit suicide. So I was really scared and tense when I came back. I thought every Korean were like that. I thought everybody were like bullies, but I was really tense. It was kind of hard to mingle up, but I just met a lot of nice friends, and they were kind of I was comfortable around them. So and then I got to really settle in.
Okay, seems we're all stressed out, and I really think that I need to be de-stressing. Do you guys have any tactics of relieving your stress or coping with your stress? Any recommendations?
when I feel really burnt out, I just have to stay at home. So typically what I do is just watch a TV show on Netflix, typically Gilmore Girls, because I'm sorry for people who like Gilmore Girls, but it has minimal content, so it's kind of like background noise. So I just have that on, and I just eat some snacks, and I generally just listen to other music while Gilmore Girls is playing.
What is it about? What is it about?
Oh, Gilmore Girls. It's about Gilmore Girls. Yeah, that's basically the plot. It's just Gilmore, yeah. Two Lorelai Gilmores living their life. Yeah.
Realistic fiction.
Yeah, and it's a small town, so not a lot happens. So if you're the type of person who really doesn't like dynamic kind of stuff, especially when you're stressed, because not a lot happens in that show, it's kind of, I'm sorry if you like that show.
I like it because because the show doesn't really have a lot. Like,
Yeah, that's why I like it also.
it's not like Marvel.
Yeah, I'm glad we're on the same page. Yeah, so I do that when I'm really burnt out, and when I get some energy, I just call up my friends so we can talk. Yeah, and I'm really embarrassed to say this, I sometimes play the piano or guitar, but very badly.
I think you're better off than me because I go to coin karaoke by myself. I
yeah.
spend like 1 or 2 hours by myself there.
You must have a really strong voice then.
I kind of picked up how to sing with my stomach.
How did you do that?
Flag.
Wow, we should go to coin karaoke sometime. I'll be like this in the background.
You mean the background
Yeah,
noise?
and you can sing.
I also go to the karaoke room. I think once I did like 60 songs, 40 songs. And I had like a presentation the next day, and my voice was like,
Was the karaoke because of the presentation?
Oh no, that was like 2 years ago.
Okay.
But like, I don't really remember why I did it, but I went in the morning and then I got out and I was like, oh wait a second, it's nighttime now. I'm kind of hungry and my voice kind of hurts, but the stress was gone. But the voice was as well. Sometimes I like hanging out with friends, but I always regret making plans. So, gotta love that introvert life. But I like relieving stress being alone.
Are you that kind of person who gets secretly happy when
Yes.
your schedules are canceled?
Yes, every time, even my best friends. I feel so bad. I pray every single day. I hope she cancels. I hope she cancels. I hope she cancels. And then when she does, I'm like, yes, Lord. And she's like, oh no, it's totally fine that you canceled. It's so fine. Don't worry about it. And I'm like screaming on the inside. Yes, I have to meet her. But I love her, but I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Did you just whip?
Actually, Kiana's really good at hand gestures.
I ironically did this whipping as like a joke because everyone was doing it. And then I've done it so much that it's become a habit.
You know the dude who's saying that, like, Whip Nene is in jail now?
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, oh my god.
Is it because of the whip? Daddy went to jail?
But
No. Why? For making a song?
It's because it was dank. That's why I made it.
yeah, I do it at the worst times.
Kiana, are you a senior?
Yeah. So suddenly.
No, I was just like, you remind me of myself in my middle school days.
Is that a compliment? Or do you
Well, no, I had a lot of friends in middle school. So, that could be a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like really into ironically whipping.
Ironically whipping.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not ironic anymore.
Let's just say it's the time I want to forget about.
I'm sorry that I'm bringing you back.
Is it better when you hang out with introvert friends?
No,
Is there-
actually.
Oh, so it's
I feel
just the
like
same.
We're like, for some reason, with introverted people, I have to do more to get us like talking. If that
Oh,
makes
so you
sense.
have to put the energy level way
Yeah.
up if you hang out with introverts.
Yeah, it's like I need to like make it poppin', you know?
Yeah.
If we're both quiet, then
Yeah.
it's like, what's the point?
No, but I think with like friends who I'm really close with,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't mind it being quiet.
for sure.
You know? Like
Yeah.
we're just
Case by
on our
case.
phones, but then
Just like,
it's okay because we're just really close. So you just enjoy the company, I think.
I mean, we've discussed it, but we're like same MBTI.
so do you understand the way
Yeah.
I feel? Yeah.
If the friend is really extroverted, I just can be myself, but at the same time, the friend is too talkative,
Yeah.
so I get drained. But the funny thing is, when I'm with introverts, you'd think I won't have to talk as much, but I also feel the pressure to like put the energy level up so people have a good time. So I found that maybe it's because they're my old friends, but my old friend group has like not half, like one extrovert and 4 introverts, but the extrovert is really extroverted, so she can manage putting the energy level
Is she
up.
an ENFP?
I think so. Yeah, so I don't have to do anything and like the energy level's there, so I think maybe that has to do with our personality.
Yeah. And I think like what y'all were saying before, like it just comes easy with old groups of friends because I guess you've been with them for so long, so they know your clicks and they know your buttons.
Yeah.
But with like other people, I guess it more energy is taken from you.
Wait, so if you're like among introvert friends, then if you're like really close, do you enjoy the company in the quiet?
It really depends. If we both want to be quiet, they will understand that you want to be quiet and just like be there. But at the same time, sometimes it gets a bit stale.
That never happens with me and my friends.
Oh, that never happens.
Me and my friends are like both extroverts. We have known each other for like 5 years now. And after COVID, we haven't met each other for like a year. So we actually booked a hotel just to talk.
How many days did you stay in the hotel?
No, it's just one day.
Oh,
but we like
just one
stayed
day. Oh,
up
did
until
you?
like 4 a.m.
Oh, I was about to ask what time you went to sleep. Okay.
And y'all don't ever get tired of each other.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I kind of feel bad about what I was saying before. I apologize, best friend.
I think I kind of depend between like what friends am I with. Like if I'm with an extrovert, I get really talkative and energetic. But like when I'm with an introvert friend, I just become really quiet, just like the person I'm with. So
Oh yeah.
So you match energy.
I think I do. So like the thing is that even though I'm an extrovert, sometimes I feel like I'm super introverted.
So maybe you're in the middle, like ambivert.
Yeah.
Oh.
How much percent do you have from the extrovert part?
I don't really remember, but I don't think it was like 90 or like 80.
I was like 80 something.
Oh, okay.
The 90% is me. I'm the person that gets E 9% and I 10%.
Wow.
So
I-
how is it for you?
I just like, oh, let's go see a movie like Marvel, maybe Marvel movies, just smashing things, watching these movies and eating spicy food like maratang. Yeah, with my friends just make me feel much better. I guess hanging out with my friends is the best way for me to distress. And I think, but also I have some kind of introverted de-stressing method also. I also like to stroll around and listen to music I love. And I also take some pictures. I think it keeps me, it keeps the stress level stable. Yeah, I think that's all for me.
I can really relate because when I'm like super stressed, I have to first meet my friends, like talk to them and get my energy out. And then I just kind of settle down to kind of like organize my thoughts. And I like to go to bookstores
Oh, what?
because I like the scent there.
Yeah.
I like the atmosphere, like everybody sitting down quiet, having their own time. So I like to go to bookstores and kind of like organize my thoughts and like I go really deep into my feelings and then I'm back.
So I had that experience like when it was like summer vacation, like at school. Sometimes like at school, like I would be like rushed with so much things that I couldn't really have time for myself. But like when summer vacation came, like I was like, I just have some blank space just for me. Like nobody says nothing to me. Like I'm just all cool and I can do whatever I want, and I'm just like, I'm gonna do nothing. And then I was doing something, but I just felt so comfortable, like doing something without any pressure.
So I think we've talked enough about how our personalities affect the way we deal with stress. So maybe this time we can focus on the little things that make us happy. So what are some swakings that keep you up and going?
Going back to what we were talking about before, about the karaoke room, I really like singing Take That by a-ha. Just screaming the Take On Me.
Oh, that's actually one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, just screaming at the top of my lungs to get that high note. I live for it. Tone deaf to the max.
I'm amazed that you can do that high notes.
Oh. Let's go. Yeah.
That's why I go alone.
Yeah.
I don't want to show my embarrassing voice to someone else.
I like to sing alone in my room with my guitar.
Oh, you play guitar.
I'm not like a good guitarist, but I learned doing that like after high school. I started learning that like YouTube and going to classes, and then I just like to strum and then just like sing, and record that, and then kind of see it for myself. And that's like one of my walkings.
Well, I sing the songs too in my real home, not in my dormitory, of course. Of course, not in my dormitory. I sing songs,
Okay.
same song until I memorized the whole lyrics. So my mom eventually says something like, if you listen to this song again, I'm gonna throw your phone away.
Oh, so you're also the type of person who listens to the same song again and again.
What
What's your-
was the song? Oh, sorry.
Recently, I heard Ariana Grande's "Step Up On." I don't know.
Step up, that one? Yeah, step on it?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, didn't you say you memorized the whole lyric?
The lyrics, not the title. Maybe I should listen to this song again.
I'm listening to like K-pop boy idol medley from like 2010, so like Beast to Teen Top, Opinion 2.
Oh.
I listen to it when I'm running in the gym.
Oh.
Wait, which song, sorry?
Like boy K-pop idols from like 2010, like really old ones.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not old. That's
My cousin told me that I'm an old person.
music has no
He was like,
age.
like that's like ancient.
How old?
Oh.
What the heck? Oh.
So is there like a specific music or genre you only listen to when you're really, really stressed? But other
No,
times you
not
don't?
particular.
It's generally the same? Okay. Is there anybody who listens to really different kind of music when you're really stressed?
Not that different.
Okay.
I really like sad songs.
Sad
No.
songs or to maybe
Like-
like feel a bit of catharsis?
And I would just cry just listening to the
Oh,
song.
okay.
Like when I was in high school, I used to listen to Someone You Love. Like
By who?
it was Capaldi.
Oh, nice. I love
I'm
that.
going under the sound of the no. No. Embarrassing. And yeah, so I would just like cry all along, and that would kind of like alleviate all my feelings.
Wait, so you're a freshman, right? Because
Yeah.
that song, if you were in high school. Yeah.
Doing the math. Quick
Yeah.
math, quick math.
Didn't you say you go to the gym? Like,
Yeah.
is that also a de-stressing method? Or?
Yeah, kind of. When I
Oh.
feel like very, like not depressed, but like when you don't really have the energy to do anything, you feel like you just want to like be
Do
in bed,
something like.
being in bed the
Uh-huh.
whole day, and I just force myself to go to the gym. And after taking a shower, you kind of feel energized to go somewhere else.
I also do that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but like if I'm too tired, I can't really move out of my room. So like I just stay in my room, and then I would like regret not going to the gym.
Oh,
But I think that's like a really nice hobby.
The best gym is the one closest to you.
Yeah.
Is there anyone who listens to a particular song at a particular situation? Because I listen to the same song. I've been listening to the same song every time I want to force myself to sleep for like 4
Oh.
years. It's
oh, what song do you listen to?
The Swan by Sang Sang-soo.
Oh, that's a really good lullaby song though.
Yeah.
Some Chinese.
No,
No,
the
no,
Swan
it's a
by.
classic.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I figured. I thought you said like some Sing Song Su. I was like, oh,
Sang Sang-soo. It's Korean. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah. Same. I don't know what that person's name is in English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen to Clarity by Zed
Oh.
when I'm studying, because it's like I listened to it like maybe 40 times when I was like memorizing studies for my psychology exam.
Goodness gracious.
I don't know, it works. And also when I'm like kind of sad, I listen to the Toy Story theme, like You've Got a Friend in Me. Other than that, I think I really like super mainstream, like teenage girl type of music sometimes. I'm looking at you, but sorry, that was like it felt really natural.
So look at me.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
by teenage girl, do you mean like One Direction?
No. Oh, One Direction. I like One Direction. I like Olivia Rodrigo. Dude, she's like really cute.
Yeah, she
Oh.
is.
Yeah.
Olivia who?
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, she's a rising star in the US right
You
now.
don't know Olivia? You need to search her out. She's like top 5 for me. And I mean Taylor Swift, I guess. But then
Conan Gray.
Conan Gray and Olivia Rodrigo are friends. So
Like almost best friends.
yeah, they're best friends. So hopefully he's gay.
Really
No.
funny that you mentioned Zed's Clarity while studying psychology, because I was listening to it while solving math problems. And it actually works.
Clarity?
Yeah.
Dude, no way. That's
Maybe
so
it's
sick.
the title. Because we want clarity
No,
when
it's like-
studying.
I feel like I have a better time focusing because it's
Yeah.
so loud, right? And like eccentric.
Yeah.
So you just gotta,
Surprisingly,
like,
really,
block it out
yeah.
Completely.
Surprisingly, really noisy music makes you focus more.
You know your stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, part of the reason why I asked that question is because I only listen to that type of noisy music when I'm solving problems. Because it kind of drowns out all the stuff that's going on in the brain. Because it's so noisy.
But you can't do that while you're writing papers for me.
Yeah, that is, yeah, writing paper is probably a bad idea. You should not listen to EDM.
I love Blackpink.
Oh, yo. I tried ticketing, but then I can't.
Oh.
It's a different level here. Buying tickets.
Yeah.
Who's your bias?
Rose. Dude, she's so cute. She's top 5.
My bias.
She's definitely top 5.
You have a lot of top 5.
Yeah,
I think
maybe
I
we
have
should
like
ask.
7 people in the
Oh.
top 5. And it's like interchange.
How are there 7 people in
Because they're competing for like the last spot. Same thing we do for FIFA at our club football team.
Oh, okay.
I always
Yeah.
claim that I'm like top 4, but then like
Oh.
nobody really admits it because they're all like jealous of me.
Okay.
I thought you were also into New Jeans Minji.
Oh, dude. Oh my god. And also I think Hain is really cute, but then like it's sort of like sensitive because
What?
she's like, she was born in 08.
Oh,
was
okay.
like-
Okay, yeah, for sure. That's
So
little.
it's like weird.
I know. That's why I don't like
How
listening to
is
music these days because there's
Go for it.
younger than I am.
That is true.
And if it's like 08, that's kind of creepy. So I don't really try.
I feel old when I see K-pop idols now younger than me. I can't
I
call
mean-
them oppa anymore. They're like born in
That
08,
that
06.
is true. But that's been happening for a while. No?
Yeah.
Were you calling her old? That was like a really subtle.
We're cotton.
Yeah, we're on the same boat.
Yeah, so we're dissing each other
Oh, wait, so
essentially.
how old are you guys?
We're both Irgu. Yeah.
Millennium baby.
You guys are millennials?
Are we all millennials?
No, I'm Gen Z.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh.
Oh no.
Actually,
you?
I'm taking
Like 19?
19.
Oh, Korean age like 21.
Oh.
Born in.
02.
Oh, isn't there a song about your birth year?
It says that
Oh, like Anne Lee.
Yes.
popular media used mid to late 1990s as a starting for birth year of Gen Z. So we're all Generation
Yeah,
Z?
I would assume you guys to be Gen Z. Like, you guys have TikTok?
No.
No, I don't
No.
need TikTok.
Okay, well, I don't have TikTok. What is our main question again?
Talking.
He's talking. You're like talking about songs and I came all the way here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we're
how
talking
to
about
cope with
music.
stress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I guess everybody listens to songs.
Didn't you mention sports club?
Yeah.
Yeah. What sports club are you a part of?
Because I'm majoring in business, I'm in the business football club called Armada, and we attend like different competitions, and Jisoo and I are in the same team.
So Lee is infamous. He's like a legend at our football. He has a fan account, you know?
What?
I was wondering what that account was.
Oh, it pops up on your feed?
Yeah, because I think I already follow this person, but I don't think this is the account. So.
One day I woke up and there's a fan account of me.
I was like, did he create another account?
I do.
Oh, okay.
It's him.
Okay.
He's your secret admirer.
Not really secret, but.
Oh.
And like talking about sports, I'm really into sports, and like I love watching sports and both playing as well. I'm into baseball, football, and maybe esports. I don't know if you guys are into
Oh.
League of Legends. It's huge in Korea. Yeah. So I when I'm stressed, like baseball, there's almost game every day except Monday. So I'll just go into like Neighbor or like any platforms to watch baseball just to de-stress. But then whenever I watch my team play, I get stressed again.
What's your favorite team?
It's the Giants. Probably known as the worst team in the league. But yeah, it's really stressing to watch them play. But after each game, you just watch the clips of those players. It just kind of de-stresses me. But you know, like watching them, it's not. Yeah.
Are you looking forward to the World Cup season?
Yeah, World Cup. The first game was this morning. It was 1 a.m. I stayed up to watch the game. It was so bad.
Oh, who played?
It was Qatar versus Ecuador, but Qatar was playing so badly.
And also, I think pretty much everybody supported Ecuador because there's like a lot of controversy surrounding the World Cup.
Yeah.
They pretty much use like slave laborers to build the stadium.
Oh.
Like 5K people died.
Oh my gosh.
No work this time? Okay. Yeah.
So like World Cup was supposed to be like global festival of people like joining together and watching football together, but then now that the hype is not like 2014, 2018, 2010. So I think it's kind of bad for a football fan because it used to be bigger and like talk about how Korea used to hold like Korean won, but then after the 8-1 crisis, I think it's kind of the hype has gone down. We're more like sensitive about it, so
Yeah.
so it's hard to like just go out and just cheer for the national team just like before. Yeah.
So I think we've talked enough about our blockings and little ways that we cope with stress. Do you think that while learning to deal with these kind of stress, you become wiser or came to know a bit more about yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Because like when I'm coping with stress, and if I meet people, then I kind of end up constantly nagging about my situation to other people, and I don't want to like burden them in any way. So then I start asking myself questions like, what was it that made you feel so stressed? And then while I'm trying to answer my own questions, I get to know myself a lot better. And another recommendation is keeping a diary, because I keep a diary, and then when I go back like after a year or so, then I kind of like find new traits in myself. I'm like, oh, I kind of felt that way, and then I kind of think from a clear state of mind that what made me feel that way. So yeah, I think you get a bit more wiser.
So looking back on your stressful situations, you kind of find some commonalities in them, and you learn about what makes you stressed out the most. What were some common situations that you found during that kind of reflections?
I had a really hard time during COVID, because I didn't really get to meet a lot of people because I was back in my hometown. So I was feeling really stressed, and I was keeping a diary at that time, and then like I looked at it back again like a few weeks ago, and I realized that the reason I feel so stressed was that I didn't really get to hear other people's opinions. Like, I'm an extrovert, so like I gain energy from meeting new people, but like I'm seeing the same people every day. So I feel like I'm like very confined in a small space. So I kind of understood why it's a punishment to go to jail.
So it was like a virtual jail. Okay.
I also think I improved a lot than I was when than last year. Last year I was suffered from COVID because I wasn't allowed to go to school because of the COVID, and also I was under the stress of entering college. So as an extrovert, I couldn't meet many people, so I couldn't talk about my concerns and worries. So I just let my stress builds up. So it almost exploded when all this college problems ended. So, but I think after entering this college, I found some ways to cope with this stress. And I think it is true that when I get older, I get more wiser about dealing some stress problems.
What was those things what was the way that you cope with stress after coming to college?
To be honest, drinking with people, drinking with my friends, like going to karaoke, and just saying some bad stuff about professors that give me a lot of assignments. Just like that. Nah.
It's a good thing you entered college when you were more stressed so you could drink.
Although I didn't think of it that way, but I guess it's some kind of true.
Were you 고3 when you were going through COVID?
Yeah. 고2 and 고3.
For me, I don't think I'm becoming wiser. I think I'm just getting like the same like pressure and the same problems every time. Like for me, like the biggest issues for me is like time management, as I told you, and like relationship-wise. But I think I get a little wiser with relationships. But when it comes to time management, I get to realize that I'm the same type of person who wants to do a lot of things. And then since I'm the same person, I get to be rushed with a lot of things. And then I get stressed. And it's all the cycle, again and again. But instead of becoming wiser, I think I get to know about myself that I'm just that type of person. And like, you can't change it. Like,
You can't accept yourself for who you
yeah,
are.
like, I'm that kind of person, so I gotta do something about it, but not right now. Like, maybe I could work at like, a little later. So. Not wiser, I guess.
So does it help to maybe like change up the stuff that you're doing when you're too busy?
Does what?
Change up the activities that you do while you're really stressed? Because you said you
Do a
always
lot
have
of-
very little things and you always want to try new stuff. So I was thinking maybe changing the stuff up maybe helps.
Yeah, it definitely helps. But the thing that concerns me is that since I'm like interested in so various little stuffs, there are people who kind of dig deep into one like profession and like very like maniac about one particular thing. But I just seem to be like a diverse person, and I always kind of admire those persons who dig deep. So like, even though I kind of de-stress myself by changing the subjects that I do, sometimes I just get distressed. Like,
I don't know.
I'm not like a maniac. Like, what am I? Like, those kind of hits. You know.
But the good thing about having being interested in a lot of areas is that you get ideas from different sections, and they kind of like you become an integrated person.
I got advice recently from my professor, and he said become a tea person. Tea? Yeah. So you know how like a tea is shaped? So that's the whole point of your 20s, is to figure out, I have all these skills, I really like everything, but then there's one thing that you will like probably have like a passion in your heart, and then from there you
Go
can
keep them.
Yeah. So don't worry too much about it now, but become that tea.
I also had this same concern when I was in high school, because like I was so interested in like math, science, like into science, like biology and like physics and all this stuff, and then I was like, what should I do? Like,
So through those stressful situations, you realize that although you sometimes feel like you should only focus on one thing, you're the kind of person who just likes trying out a lot of stuff.
yeah, I think I am. But like in high school, I did choose like one specific thing. Like I really thought about it like a lot, and then I got to become like the ideal tea. But right now, I'm just like wandering all over the place.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting the so-called know-how of dealing with these stresses. But then I think as I'm getting older, there are different types of stress. So it's really difficult to like know how to deal with this stress, how to deal with the other stress. Because when you're like when you're a teen, you're usually concerned about your friends, how I want to be best friends with this guy, how I want to be friends with this guy. But then as you get older, you have to concern about your college issues, and then when you get into college, you have to think about getting your job, and then dealing with your assignments and everything. And then after college, you would think about like how you want to get like married. You have to find a partner, and after that, it's all your like children and all. So like in different stages of life, you have different stresses to think about. So it's not you're getting wiser with each type of stress that comes into your life. But then since there are too many types of stress, so it's really difficult to like manage all those stresses at once.
So coping with stress is kind of learning journey still for you. Yeah. I agree. Even though you feel like you've become quite wise, life is like, you think you're ready? Here's one.
Here's a new one.
Yeah, new one. Here's one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I agree with Billy in a way. Jinsung, sorry. For me, I have like a tendency to keep everything inside. So like when I'm really stressed about something, even though I have people that I could talk to, I don't necessarily do that. I don't know why. I think it's it has a lot to do with I guess appearing okay, like appearing to be okay. Because you want to seem fine outside, right? So even with like my really close friends, I have to reach like a boiling point. So like a very significant amount of stress has to be in me for me to reach out to them. So over time, I've gotten better in terms of being vulnerable, I guess. So if that makes me more wise, I guess I've garnered that skill of opening up easily.
Yeah, I had the same issue. Like, I wanted to appear okay, and I was going through a hard time. So whenever I'm talking to someone about my difficulties, and I've been struggling with it like for over like 3 months. So then I kind of felt okay being vulnerable with other people when I realized that people don't judge me for when I'm struggling with something. people are there to like help you. They're not there to judge you.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, like over summer, because a lot of, pretty much all of my high school friends went to the U.S. for university. So and then I met up with them over the summer, and we each had like a lot of stories to tell, a lot of difficulties that we individually endured, but even though we were like insanely close, we had a difficult time opening up about it because at first you want to seem like you're doing really well in your new environment, you know? Because like me, I wanted to seem like I was fitting in really well in Korea, even though like that could have not been the case. I had a friend who underwent like extreme hazing in the process of like joining a frat, which I learned about, by the way, which is insane. I did not know about it.
Really common.
And then after a couple of shots, like we were finally able to open up, right? Like, oh, you know, this was hard for me. So yeah, I think it's like a process, right? So for me, that's what becoming wise means, I think.
Knowing that you could be vulnerable with the right people.
That and just being vulnerable more often. I guess.
Just in general.
Yeah.
I think that's the good thing with like the people you knew for a long time, because they just know you, like they've known you for like centuries. They know what made you like at this point of time. So yeah, I have friends like I've known for like 8-9 years. I've known them since middle school. So whenever I have like they still live in the same neighborhood. So whenever I have like difficulty, I'll just call them over and like have a drink somewhere near. Like it kind of like energizes me.
For me, like I also like to comply my like personal thoughts in like those close friends, but sometimes I actually like talking to like random classmates.
Oh, I was about to ask, are there certain topics that are easier to talk to random strangers or better to talk to with close friends? Because sometimes you can't tell your friends some stuff because you think they'll worry about you.
I feel that, but with my parents, like I never tell them anything because I think they'll worry about me.
Yeah.
And I think that makes me like even sadder.
Yeah. You don't want to make them stressful because it will stress you.
Yeah.
Like for random classmates, like the people, like colleagues in my college, like medicine, even though I'm like not that close, if I'm in the same class and then I get to talk to them because of like group activities, after class I would just like ask a very casual question like, how's life? Yeah, but
Do they take it as casual?
But like we start off casual, and then we get a little deeper, but we don't really talk about like personal information, but we kind of generalize it, and then we know that something's inside ourselves, but we can't talk about it, but we know that we're all hurt in some way. So that's how I think I become a little comfortable with people that I barely know, but knowing that something hurts in the same way.
Yeah, I feel I really like have connection with someone and we share like our deep thoughts. So I'm in a new room at the dorm, and I asked my roommate like really deep like questions.
What kind of questions?
Like more of like life values ish.
Oh.
And she told later on she told me she was kind of surprised, like why is she asking me? Like it's like 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh.
And then like she told me that that's who she is. She just casually like answers me.
Yeah.
Hello, this has been
Kiana.
준섭.
임경.
Eugen.
and Jisoo. Thank you for listening to Heal with Quill. Follow at SNU Quill on Instagram and comment, like, and subscribe to our channel for more content. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.